Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Daytona International Speedway for the running of the 16th annual Daytona 500 here for the Mountain Dew KickStart Cup Series. It's been a long-awaited race, or a long-awaited time for these drivers to hurry up and get this show on the road, and we're finally gonna do it here at Daytona as we get ready for the greatest race of them all, the Daytona 500. As we already got the truck and national division races out of the way, so we are here for the Cup drivers as Shane Wentzloff is the pole sitter for the Daytona 500, the rookie, as he won duel number 1. Duel number 2 went to Joe Jefferson, as he has not lost yet here at Daytona. Every time he's been on the track, he has won it, as he starts second. Jeff McReynolds in the 79, another rookie. That Toyota starts third, and right beside him, Eddie Riley in the 32. He's going to start fourth for Halakitha Racing Enterprises. Nick Smith in the 4. He's hoping to get his first Daytona 500 win. He starts here in 5th, and next to him, Diego Yepes for Fitzwater Australia Racing in the 36, as he's going to start next to him there in 6th. We have the Dodge right here of Tommy McQueen, another rookie. He's starting 7th in the 33. Next to him is Marcus Sachi in the 17 Fastenal Mustang right there for North Border Motorsports. We have Raymond Fisher in the 5. He's another driver looking for his first Daytona 500 win, as he starts right next to Juan Garcia in the 41, who's starting 10. That was just top 10 starting lineup here as we get to look at the rest of your starting lineup here at Daytona. A lot of drivers. There's the 02 who had to race his way here into the show, as he's looking to he's going to be looking to do a pretty good job for that team here. And here's the rest of your starting lineup. A lot of big names starting in the back. Eli Bright, former Daytona 500 winner. He starts in the final row along with Tim Randolph. Both drivers have won at this track before, and both drivers looking to do it again. So, as we take a look at your race info here, presented to you by Verizon. 40 laps, 42 cars, 100 miles of racing, as we get you down here to the commands at Daytona to get the show on the road.
Crank them engines!
Engines have been fired up. Drivers are now rolling off the grid. Hopefully everyone can get started here. And it looks like they will. That's always a good sign. So, 100 miles here, and the biggest race of the season, unlike every other sports, usually end with their biggest event. However, NASCAR, or I guess NORLA in this situation, starts with this biggest event here. Toyota, Ford on the front row, 2 Toyotas behind him. Toyota has been really dominant the speed weeks, and along with Ford. Chevy hasn't really done much here this speed weeks, but it is only the first race of the season. Joe Jefferson looking to do what has not yet been done here in the NORLA League, and that's win all their speed week events, including the Clash, the Shootout, and of course the Daytona 500. Dodge looking to go to victory lane for the first time in the Daytona 500 since Diego Yepes did it back in season 7, I want to say. I think it was season 7. Or actually season 5, I think it was, that Diego Yepes brought Dodge to victory lane, winning this race. So we'll see what happened. Eli Bright, we know how good he is at these super speedways. We're going to keep an eye on him all race long, along with Tim Randolph in the 19. Both drivers going to have to go through a lot of cars to get to the front, and along with Jay Jefferson in the 48. He's starting in the back as well. So, out of turn 4, the crowd is already going wild and is on their feet. Pace car is going to pull down pit road. Shane Wentzloff, Joe Jefferson on the front row. The Daytona 500 is green here at Daytona. And a great start right there by the 7 of Shane Wentzloff, and as he's going to lead these guys into turn 1 and 2. Nick Smith wasting no time, already making it 3 wide for second. Diego Yepez is going to go down there and follow him here. The one thing we're going to look out for today is these Fords. They've been very calculated, I guess you could say, at these plate tracks, or that's at least that's what we've seen so far. As they dive it down in the corners 3 and 4. Nick Smith with Diego Yepez pushing him right there. Tommy McQueen has Fisher behind him. 32 of Eddie Riley. He's going to fall back on the outside line. Nick Smith trying to go to the inside. He wants to come around and lead the first lap, but I think it's going to be Shane Wensloff at the line, barely. Now Nick Smith to the lead. He's going to have Diego Yepez right behind him. They're 2x2 for the first couple rows, and then we see 3 wide back there of Juan Garcia in the middle. Here comes Diego Yepez now for the lead. The Dodge of Tommy McQueen is going to try and follow. Yepez down to the inside. He wants to bring that inside line with him. Seven right there, Shane Wensloff on the outside with Joe Jefferson. Diego Yepez, he's going to fly up the track right there. He's going to block as many lanes as he can, and he's going to come around and lead lap number 2. But here comes Tommy McQueen. Nevin's right behind him. The 13 is there as well. Now they're 3x3, at least 10 rows deep here. Look at the guys in the back. There's Eli Bright already making his way up front. He's working with teammate James Bowles. Or half teammate, I guess you could say. It's still 3x3 here. Pack racing at its best. Marcus Sachi, one car making a move to the middle line right there. And middle line is where a lot of these drivers say they're not really comfortable, because that's where the car moves around the most. You have drivers on both sides of you moving around and taking the air off the car and things like that. So it shows you how skilled these drivers are, as Malik Nevins is going to come around and lead. There's a 13 right there. Zachary Fitzwater Sr., as he's going to try and take the second position. Doesn't have much help from behind. A couple of teammates up here, the 13 and 74. The 3 of Eric Monaco now in the middle. Juan Garcia is there as well. He's going to ride on board with some of the guys in the middle here, just to show you what they're seeing here.
Three wide bottom.
This is Sean already riding aboard. We've seen that a lot throughout Speed Weeks. Drivers shooting up the track out of the exit of 4 and then coming back down, trying to control all 3 lanes, but we know how difficult that can be. Right now, Nevin's holding the lead. Fitzwater wants to lead from him. Here he comes. Zachary Fitzwater with Andy Fell right behind him. Dylan Ebrahimian and Gus Powell as well. A lot of guys hanging in the back, and we've talked to a couple of drivers before race, and some of them say they will be hanging at the back of the pack most of the day until it's go time. Mostly because they don't really want to be in the middle of the pack where there could be a wreck and there's hardly anywhere to go. And then those wrecks are really hard to avoid. Andy Fell being very aggressive as he went across all 3 lanes up and down, as he's going to come around and lead this time by. There's the 19, as he's a bit off pace actually. There's the 31 as well. And the 21. There's Jay Jefferson as he's back there. Look at this racing, 3x3x3. And by this time in both the truck and national divisions, drivers are already wrecked. And this shows you how skilled you have to be to race in the Cup Series. As these guys, they've raced many times, they've raced these cars many times, and they know how to keep good control on the car. Gus Powell now in the 78 with the lead. Sean Ard behind him. Nicholas Wade in the 44 is there as well, along with Tyler Markell in the 38. Coming around the lead this time by is the 78 of Gus Powell, the Toyota for Red Bull. 44, Nicholas Wade down there to the inside. He's looking for help from the 38 is James Bowles in the 95, former Daytona 500 winner, his teammate Eli Bright. They've been working their way up through the pack. As I mentioned, Bright is really good on these restrictor plate tracks, and he's already making his way up front working with teammate James Bowles. for Horizon Motorsports and Horizon Inc. right there. Fitzwater Australia Racing now on the inside of Tyler Markell, looking for the lead here, or looking to come around and lead a lap. Bowes is going to force him to the middle line. And this time by is going to be the 38 to lead. Here comes the Chevys, or the Camaros. James Bowes and Eli Bright. Alexander Rowe in the 11, he's down there as well. And then another Horizon Motorsports Chevrolet, the 24 of Jeff Bright. Eli Bright, I think Bowes got a little bit loose right there, going down into the corner. And he slid right up from the 88 of Eli Bright. And now they're side by side. Got two more Fords coming as well, the 16 and 12. And Alexander Rowe's been a while since we've seen him in victory lane. He would love a Daytona 500 win. As he's going to go up and down the track. Jeff Bright going with him. Bright trying, he doesn't want to be denied this lead right, and there he comes right there. He's going to go down. Eli Bright would have went with him, but Bright doesn't have much of a help on he doesn't have any room at all actually. On the inside is Raw Power from the 24 to the lead. Jeff Bright, it's been a really long time since we've seen him in victory lane. And I want to say Homestead season 14 or 13, I think, was the last time that Jeff Bright has been in victory lane. The 19, Tim Randolph, not sure what's going on, as we're going to have to listen in on the crew here.
How do you do all them adjustments in it? Horse. You come in here and
I think they may be down a cylinder. Or a gear problem. I'm not sure what happened, but former Daytona winner Tim Randolph way off pace right now. And here comes the 16 as he's going to try and take the lead. But here comes the 12. Oskin Motorsports right there on the inside. And you got a 47 and 18. And there's still 3x3. We've went it's about to be 10 laps caution free here. So that's always a good sign. Then we got a couple Toyotas, Fallout Racing, the 18 of William Brock and the 20 of Max Anderson. Anderson moving from Flying Racing last season to a new team, Fallout Racing. He was very successful with Flying Racing, so it was a surprise to see him not drive for the same team once again, but we'll see what he can do here this season. Max Anderson to the lead now is a 47. William Brock had a tough speed weeks, and here he comes now for the lead along with his teammate Max Anderson. A couple of drivers losing the draft and off of pace right there. Jay Jefferson and others as William Brock now to the lead. I believe he's wrecked every time he's been on the track, so he's looking for a really good race here today. And I don't think I've mentioned this at all, but win and you're in for the chase. First 16 drivers to win is locked into the playoffs. So getting a win here at the super speedways is I wouldn't say easy, but you have a better chance than other tracks here. Juan Garcia for Flying Racing, there he is for the lead now. Joe Jefferson is going to ride on board with him here. He has his teammate Nick Smith right behind him. This has been one of the most calculated teams this speed week, so definitely a team to keep an eye on in these stricter places as the season go on.
Outside.
Jefferson behind Simon Oskin, who won the last Daytona event, winning the Coke 0400 last season, though the win didn't count. But now 3 wide for the lead, Eddie Riley in the 32. His best finish being Talladega of last season, when I believe he got a top 5 finish. Was running up front most of the day of that race, so it's really good to see those underdogs up here as Joe Jefferson now going for the lead. Nick Smith getting a big run down the backstretch. Gonna try and push him there. And you could tell Warren Garcia wanted to get in line between his teammates, but the 56 of Ulysses Nelson is right there. And Shane Wensloff making his way back to the front already. Jay Jefferson, he's going to come, and I think he's going to come around and lead this time by Nick Smith now down to the inside. Smith has been having a rough speed weeks, as pretty sure he wants to win this race more than anyone. He's hungry for a win right now, especially the Crown Jewel race win. Shane Wenzloff in the 7 once again, pouncing at that lead. He's bringing the 60 with him. A lot of drivers moving on. Jay Jefferson still back there, hanging in the back. Eli Bright, no help in the middle right there. You see he's starting to fall back just a little bit. They're moving around a lot back there, and the driver's not going down pit road. One car going around. That's Gus Powell in the 78. Oh, careful, careful. Jay Jefferson getting into him right there.
There's a caution.
Oh no, and the 02 is going to destroy the front end of his car. And that is not good. Samet Oskin right now with the lead, and tough break for Gus Powell as he now has heavy rear end damage to his Toyota. A lot of drivers seem to have only gotten right side tires and then fuel. Drivers already coming off of pit road, but tough break for Alex McCleary right there in the 02 and Gus Powell in the 78. Oh, and one car is smoking. That's the 41 of Warren Garcia for Flying Racing.
You're over there to the garage area.
Oh man, tough break for Garcia as he stopped on the apron right there, and the caution should be out. Yes, it is. The caution flag is out. A lot of drivers stuck by the pace car right there. Slow it down, guys. Slow it down. Okay, we got to keep an eye on these guys. Make sure no one is running into each other right there. Some guys stayed out and some guys came in. Not sure how this is gonna shake up the grid when they go back green here, but they had to call a caution. There was oil on the access road, and then debris from the 02 running into the 78. A lot of guys scattering here. Guys into the grass. These guys need to slow down. Oh, and one car up into the wall. That's the 17 of Sachi, and Gus Powell around again. And Tim Randolph collected. And that destroyed the front end of Randolph's car, and his day is done along with Gus Powell. And I think Sachi's stuck right there. What the hell is going on? That's the 20. He just ran into the rear of Nick Smith. Not sure what is going on between those two drivers there. Former teammates running into each other right there. But the caution is out. We'll be back. Welcome back here to Daytona as chaos is just spread across the field, but we're getting ready to go back green now. And Nick Smith not happy with Max Anderson in the 20 as Anderson just ran right into the rear of Nick Smith. As you saw right there, Samet Oskin in the 9 is the leader, followed by Nathan Ormond right there in the 1, and then Shane Wenzloff in the 7. Tommy McQueen, Joe Jefferson, and Zachary Fitzwater are your top 5. Tough break for the 4 of Nick Smith. But pace car is back down pit road as the green flag is back out. Samet Oskin, your leader. We're now past the halfway mark here in this race as the green flag is back out. Wenzloff to the inside. Looks like Fitzwater gonna try and go with him. Eli Bright down there to the inside as well. Wenzloff doesn't have much drafting help like the 1, but Fitzwater's getting a really good run on him right there. And the 7 actually has some rear end damage. Not sure where that came from. The 74 back there as well looked like they took the hood off of that Toyota machine. 3 wide for 3rd. Fitzwater down to the inside. Eli Bright with his teammate Jeff Bright is going to be right behind him. Horizon Motorsports, one of the big teams here in the Cup. And a lot of Chevys are up here. Samet Oskin being aggressive. He's going to come around and lead this time by. That was lap number 21 of the race. Now here comes the 1 of Nathan Ormond. Try to go down, but 9 with the block of Samet Oskin. And now here comes Zachary Fitzwater. 13 is there as well. Yeah, a lot of guys not happy after that last caution right there. Powell had a talk with McCleary. Both are out of the race. Had a talk with McCleary after they wrecked in the garage, and he wasn't happy. But Zachary Fitzwater now to the point, the 14 of Joe Jefferson nearly getting turned right there. A close call. Scary moment right there for the 14 as he nearly got turned by the 16. And there's a 48 of Jay Jefferson. He's now back into the pack here. He's right on board with the 48.
Still out there.
Joe and Jay Jefferson both racing side by side with each other. Both has yet to win a main race, and they would love to. They would love for the 500 to be their first win. How big would that be? Oh, and car slowing down. I believe that was a 36. He's not signaling to come down pit road. Coming around the lead this time by in the Daytona 500 is the 24 of Jeff Bright. 38 got sideways on the exit of the triover right there. So as we are past the halfway mark here in the Daytona 500, don't forget to tune in for the next race at Atlanta for the Folds of Honor Quick Trip 500. Should be a fun race. It's a home track for Horizon Motorsports and Horizon Incorporated, and home track for former champion Malik and Raymond Fisher. Malik Nevins and Raymond Fisher. Next event you'll see should be the IndyCar Series at Kentucky. Then the Trucks, National, and the Cup, of course, at Atlanta for next week. Tyler Markell in the 38. I don't believe he has a Cup win. I don't recall him having a Cup win. Nathan Ormond, a rookie in the Cup Series here, starting his own team. There's a 74 with heavy damage for Alakita Racing Enterprises. He's just trying to stay out there now and collect those points. There's Fisher as well, who was involved in that wreck after the caution came out. Fisher was not happy at all as Marcus Sachi was turned. There's Nick Smith, another driver who definitely isn't happy with Max Anderson, and he's looking for Anderson on the track right now. I don't know where the 20 is. Actually, I don't think the 20 is even in the race anymore. Side by side at the line that time by. It was a 38 that led. Nathan Ormond looking to still lead a lap here. I don't think he's led a lap yet here today. The 16 is going to force him to the middle. Tommy McQueen, the 33, along with Eric Monaco right there. Joe Jefferson also on the inside. Look at the big run, the outside line of Tyler Markell. Get on the exit of the corner right there. And I don't know if he's going to be able to scoop down in front of these guys. He's going to go right in front of the one of Nathan Ormond right there. And now 3 wide for the lead. Once again, the 16 now to the lead. That's the North Border Sports Mustang right there. He's going to come around and lead this time by. 3 by 3 by 3 once again. Let's see, there are two drivers in this main pack right now who is a former Daytona 500 winner. That's Eli Bright and James Bowles. Malik Nevins is there as well, but he's barely hanging on to the draft. As now here comes Eric Monaco in the 3 for the lead. Monaco, whose last win in NORLA came at the ARCA series at Denver. 22 Cody Goforth, another driver who's been having a pretty good speed weeks. He's pretty happy with his car and team. Joe Jefferson at the front here at Daytona once again. And I have a feeling we're going to be saying that a lot this season, him being at the front. Though it's the same car that he's had last season, Jefferson has stated that these cars feel and drive much differently than the cars from season 15. Jay Jefferson out to the lead with Shane Wenzel, your pole sitter. Then Nicholas Wade is there as well. There's still some drivers whose name I don't really remember, including the driver in the 21. Oh, and coming down pit road, there's these guys right here, some of the leaders down pit road. Jay Jefferson's going to lead them in along with Shane Wensloff in the 7, and Nicholas Wade, Cody Goforth, and others. Oh, and a bit of contact right there between Ibrahimi and Yepes. Yepes with heavy rear end damage. Oh, it looks like we had a car in the dirt right there. Jefferson right now with the lead. These are the guys that stayed out. Oh, and Eric Monaco in the 3 on the apron right there.
Make sure you get a good look at your temp.
I think the 3 just lost the power to the core or to the car. Either that or he's out of fuel. Not sure what's amiss with the 3 right there of Eric Monaco. Now more drivers coming down pit road. 13 is going to lead those guys in. You want to make sure you have a partner when you come out of pit road, because if you're left by yourself, you're either going to lose the pack or the pack is going to catch you, and your chances of winning may just get slimmer right there. Couple guys right there. Yeah, guys like these guys, when they come out, they're going to have partners to work with. Eli Bright, he's with the 47 right there. Cody Goforth is in the 22 is there as well. And actually, I believe the 38 is a leader of Tyler Markell, or it will be the leader. Nicholas Wade right there with Jefferson, 2 Camaros working together right there. They're definitely gonna catch a 38. As the 38, I don't think he has the horsepower to stay by himself out there. There's the 10 of Malik Nevins, who was shown the leader last time by, is crosses the line this time here. I don't think Nevins has pitted yet, actually. He's staying out, trying to get a couple more laps. Led here. Couple drivers on pit road. Nick Smith, he got a feel for the 4 after Max Anderson just ran into him under caution. Was not able to keep the pace up. But right now, the 38 may cycle back to the lead once Nevins pit and others. And then Jay Jefferson may come around to be 2nd, and Nicholas Wade 3rd, and Eli Bright and the others here. These guys need to form a line, just start forming a big pack and try to catch the leaders. There's Nevins now, as he's going to come down pit road for his service. I don't know about that strategy right there, but we'll see what happens. 79 also on the access road. He's coming off pit road. Battle for the lead, or what will be the lead right now, is Jay Jefferson's going to take the position right there from the 38 along with Nicholas Wade. Autism Speaks Racing, they have a bit of help from the Horizon engines, as 3 of Horizon's engines are currently running in the top 4. There's Nevins on pit road. He's coming off now, and the leaders, they're going to be right here. I don't think Nevins is going to be able to stay in the lead. So this right here is going to be the race for the win. 4 drivers, it looks like. Tyler Markell, Nicholas Wade, Eli Bright, Jay Jefferson, and I don't know if the 47 is going to be able to catch him. There's Nevins right there on the access road. And here they come right now, and they're going to go right on by Nevins. So it looks like it's going to be a 4, maybe 5 or 6, and possibly 7 car race for the lead here. Coming to 6 to go this time by Eli Bright, trying to win the Daytona 500 for the 2nd time in his career. I don't think that's ever been done, actually. Jay Jefferson looking for his first. Tyler Markell looking for his first. Nicholas Wade, the rookie in his first season, he's looking for a Daytona 500 win. 3 of Eric Monaco still on pit road. Raymond Fisher, who's really slow after getting caught up in a wreck earlier. And they're probably going to catch Fisher, which is going to be a big play, it looks like, in how this thing ends. They're all now single file, and that's not helping the guys who's behind this pack right here running side by side. That's the 47 and the 14. Cody Goforth, you can see he's back there as well. Sam Oskin, I don't think, if a caution comes out now, the race is probably over, but with the way everything is, everyone's kind of calm, I guess you could say. Eli Bright, the only driver you want to see in your mirror right now coming into the final closing laps of this 500 is the 48, your teammate. But Tyler Markell is fighting hard against the 48 right there. and Nicholas Wade, who was just below the yellow line. You don't want to cross that yellow line and pass because you'll be black flagged. The lone Ford out here right now, that's Tyler Markell. 47 and 14. They're trying to catch these guys. They're now trying to draft each other and catching them. I think they are catching them actually. The 47 and 14, Joe Jefferson and I have no idea who that is. But they've caught up to the leaders here. Coming to the line, it'll be 3 laps to go, or 4 laps to go. At the line, it's going to be the 88 of Eli Bright leading. Tyler Markell right behind them, side by side behind those guys, Jay Jefferson and Nicholas Wade. And Joe Jefferson, he's part of this pack. Here's this pack right here who's trying to catch these guys. But Joe Jefferson, he's trying to join these guys, and that's going to improve his chances of sweeping speed weeks here. And now they're catching Raymond Fisher in the 5. Oh, he's going to try and block. Be careful. Oh, he's going to block the 47 right there, and it's going to allow his teammates to go by. You don't want to block Jay Jefferson. Good blocking right there, and by teammate Raymond Fisher of Eli Bright and Jay Jefferson right there. Now Eli Bright, you don't want to have too much of a lead right here. Coming to 3 laps to go. Has about a 3-car length over second place of Tyler Markell. Eli Bright trying to do what has never been done, and that's win the Daytona 500 twice. There's Fisher as he held up the 14. And he held those guys up just enough to allow guys like the 88, the 44, and 48 to maybe try and pull this thing off here. As you see the aggressive blocking and drafting by the 38 of Tyler Markell. Fisher's blocking didn't do too much as they've already caught back up to the leaders here. 2 laps to go at Daytona to settle this. Joe Jefferson trying to catch these guys. He's barely in the draft. Eli Bright, he's either got to do a really good job of holding these guys off or hope for a caution. But right now, I see Tyler Markell not letting him out of his sight. Neither is Nicholas Wade in the 44. I don't think lap car is going to be a problem from now on. Eli Bright with the lead. The 44 got a little bit loose going on in the corner 3 right there. That's going to allow Tyler Markell to be. Here comes Markell. He's trying to make a move to the inside. Eli Bright with the block. And at the line, 1 lap to go, presented to you by Target here at Daytona. We're just 1 lap away from declaring the 16th winner of the Daytona 500. Eli Bright won it back 15 seasons ago. He won the first annual Daytona 500, and now 16 seasons later, he's trying to do it again. More blocking. Markell looking for a way around him. They're side by side behind those guys, and that's not helping the 38's cause at all. And now there goes a 47. He gets a run on Markell. Out of turn 4, I don't think they're going to be able to catch him. Eli Bright is going to get the win number 7, and his 2nd Daytona 500 victory.
Good job. Awesome job, boys. Awesome job. Way to get.
Attaboy Eli, as he's going to win it for win number 7 of his career. Now 2 of those wins are crown jewels, the Daytona 500. Actually, 3 of those wins, I believe, are crown jewels. He's a former winner of the Coca-Cola 600. And now all he has to do is win Darlington and win the Brickyard, and he'll have all of them. But congratulations to Eli Bright on the win. Tyler Markell ends up 2nd right there, as he didn't have enough help to get to the 88. That was a big win right there for the 88, and that gives Horizon Motorsports their 3rd Daytona 500 win. So congratulations to Eli. Oh, that was Owen Finley in the 47. Sorry about that. But congratulations to Eli Bright getting the win. Tyler Markell second. Owen Finley, the rookie, getting third. Great job for him. Jay and Joe Jefferson fourth and fifth. Nicholas Waits, he got sixth. Jack Halleck seventh. Jeremy Ickel, Tommy McQueens, and Zachary Fitzwater rounding out your top 10. Nevins and others. Couple drivers did not finish the race. 3 of them were a lap down. Raymond Fisher, Mitchell Connors, and Eric Monaco, who was 4 laps down. Alexander Rowe looked like he had a tire issue. Marcus Yepez with a valve. Sean Ard with a... I didn't see it. But congratulations to Eli Bright on winning the Daytona 500 here, as we're finally able to get Speed Weeks out of the way, and now it's on to the regular season. As next race, we head to Atlanta for round number 2. Thank you guys for watching. The next event we should see is the Procore IndyCar Series at Kentucky for round number 2 of the IndyCar Series. Then it's the Trucks at Atlanta, the National at Atlanta, and then obviously the Cup at Atlanta. Thank you guys for watching. Sorry this race took so long to get up. Congratulations to Eli Bright on getting a Daytona 500 win. That's win number 7 of his career. That moves in the top 5 of the all-time wins list here in the Cup Series. So until next time, we'll see you guys for the next event. Congratulations to Brian on the win, as he's going to burn it down here.
Good job with the pit strategy here. We got it done! We got it done!
Big win for Bright right there.
Nice work, guys. Wow!
And like I said, we had to keep an eye on Eli Bright at these super speedway races, because he knows how to race them almost better than anyone, pretty much. So once again, thank you guys for watching. We'll see you for the next race at Atlanta.
Burn it down, son! He's going to the ground. Ah! Stay on this, baby!
This world is burning down. I sleep to stop the sound from helping it along. Just where did we go? Just where did we go? Just where did we go?